He's digging on the AR-10 himself, DB10 as they call it. 308 Win, also shooting the NATO round equivalent, which is the one I typically shoot. That's what's in there now. I got a SIG Romeo 5 red dot on it, which I like. That thing works really well once you get that sighted in. And I'm shooting mostly short range stuff, 50 feet, 80 feet, that kind of thing. Even closer, just, blasting stuff. It's got the adjustable stock butt here. That slides in and out nicely. Everything else on the gun works really well. Smooth, never had, knock on wood, a misfire or a feeding error or any of that stuff. And that's shooting just about any ammo I throw in there. Very nice gun. If you've ever thought of grabbing one of these. If you're on the fence between an AR-15 and an AR-10 and you only want to have one, and it's mostly, you're going to have it laying around the house for protection, but most of it is for entertainment, just to have fun with it, go out and shoot and goof around. I don't know. I say go with the AR-10. That's what I did. That's the way I see it. If you can have both or you want both, get both, of course. But it's a great gun. It works well. It's not too big and heavy. It's considerably, feels heavier than an AR-15 by a long shot, but not heavy. So you can still wield this thing around, especially if it's the only AR you have. That's what you get used to, right? So I will now reassemble it, show you how that looks. So here we have the Diamondback DB10. I have a whole bunch of these guns in the series. This one I got 2.5 years ago for about $750. That's with tax, and then you add another $150 for that bad boy. The Romeo 5 red dot, and the gun did come with one mag. I've got one other mag. Comes with a 20 rounder. These are the rounds, 5.62 51 NATOs and good old 308s. A snazzy looking round there. They are one moving unit when you hit stuff with those. Now, my recommendation is go for the AR-10 if you can over the AR-15, because you're going to spend some money anyway. And yes, ammo's more expensive, the gun's more expensive, but then you've got a cool gun. And most of these you can have home protection, but most of us are buying these for fun anyway. So I'd say first gun out, go big, get the AR-10. Anyhow, my opinion. And what else? That's it. So the gun is very nice. I've got a few hundred rounds to this thing. I've had it a couple years. Again, I only shoot it when I go out goofing around, plunking away at stuff. It's got the gas return line. The barrel is shrouded here with the heat shield stuff. It's got the rail. I'm not a big accessory guy. Originally, I used steel sights, but then I did go to the red dot. I got tired of trying to sight those stupid steel sights in. So I did go to the red dot. Spent some time sighting it in, and now it's pretty good. It's got the choke on the end of the barrel there. This is all how it comes. I don't do a lot of modifications. You got the push through, magazine release. On the other side, you've got your safety switch. Forward like that is safety. Up is off. Everything about the gun is solid. No rattles, no squeaks, no leaks. It works quite well every time. And I'm just using MagTech ammo in the case there, in the magazine. That's pretty much it. It's got, of course, the slide stock, everything else. So what I'm going to do now, good gun. And it's not that big. It is heavier than an AR-15, but you get used to it, and it's kind of cool. It's got the door, so you got the dust cover, when you're storing it. Next to you in bed, keeps the dust out of the bolt. And what else? That's it. We'll go ahead and open her up and put a little Earl on it. So open it up. Got the pin here in the back. You push it from the bottom, and then they don't come out. They have a holding detent, which is kind of nice. Same thing on the front one. And again, you could remove the bolt. You really don't even have to take the whole thing, but we'll go ahead and do it. Push the pin from the bottom, pull it out to the stop, and now the whole lower comes off with the trigger and everything. The trigger works great. All that stuff works really well. So now, go ahead and slide the bolt out. It's easy enough, even for me. You just pull the slide rail, out comes your bolt. Kind of pull the bolt out ahead of it, and you kind of jimmy wiggle this thing out, the slide. Nice, leave the barrel over there. On the bolt first, just put a few dibble dabs there, and then just plan on rubbing it all in there, kind of nice. And then I'll rub some of it off too, because I don't, like I said, I don't want it all sloppy. Right, that doesn't help. Doesn't help anything. I'll just a lot of times just put a little on my finger, if you will, and just get some of that in there. And then I'll wipe off some of the excess with the rag here. So that gets the bolt nice and shiny. And then you usually get a little bit more on my fingers. And again, I'm going to wipe some of this off. And I'll get it up inside the rail there and around the rail. Pull the excess off. Not a lot, because it's going to... This type of oil actually does a little bit of evaporation. So put the bolt in there like this, right along that rail slide. Goes right in, take it up to the stop. Push it until the plunger snaps. You got your rail in there, and you're all good. I'll go ahead and get as much oil off my hands as possible. And then what I'll do is get the nose of the gun in there, tilted just like when I took it off. You don't do it this way. It is very difficult. Front one in, push your pin back down in, goes all the way. Bring down the back part, back into the upper, push your pin back in. Now, both pins are in securely. You can see that on both sides. You're good to go. Test out your slide. Some of that oil kind of circulate against some of the inner mechanisms. And then you are good to go. Put these rounds back in the old mag. There you have that. That goes in there. Make sure you get a good, I don't like to slam. I get it right up in there and give it a good push like that. You see how it comes out. Again, I don't just slam them in like out of a movie. Get it in there, push it up to the stop. Come on, you fucker. Back in, all good. She's all ready to go under your pillow. One nice Creech.